up in a minute. Woo. Shut up when I'm sipping. Woo. Look at how I'm living. Woo. Everything different.
Hey everyone, welcome back. We're here at the Come Up Shows, and we're here with Mr. Will Gittins, and we finally get him here. And we're in LA. Let me not leave out that we're in LA.
Right.
Will,
What's up?
welcome. You're finally on the couch.
I know, right? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
For sure.
One of the first things I want to talk about, because I know the people that don't know you are probably looking at you now like, what does he do? Like, what is, you know? R&B, right? Because this is where you're at with R&B, and this is what you do. When did you pick up that was the type of music that you wanted to do? Because I know you know music. Like,
yeah, so, I mean, of course, I respect all the R&B legends before me, but I just think 90s R&B, even though it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, these days is like more people using auto-tune and other things, so it like makes the voice perfect. But something about the 90s, it was very raw and it was very real. And I think 90s and early 2000 R&B is what made me be like, it's made it my favorite genre of music, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, for me, I'm a very, especially lyricists, are very passionate, and like I like to write love songs, and I like to write about being wrong, about being hurt, about times where I hurt someone, and being vulnerable in those kind of states. And of course, R&B is it's supposed to be the biggest genre that brings forth that kind of music. And so yeah, I mean, ever since I was probably a teenager is when I was like, man, I think R&B is like the best genre there is. You know,
tell them what school you went to.
Berklee College of Music. Yeah, I went there starting in 2010 and got my degree in music. 2014.
Do you hear this? It's a big difference from just having, this talent, but then kind of tapping into the essence of learning the knowledge of it. And that's what makes you so special to me, because I guess that's why you hit all the time, because you just know those notes, the way to put them together, and the whole arrangement of a song. And that's what I think more than anything catches our ear.
Definitely. I mean, when I was in Berklee, I started from kind of the bottom of just having a gift, but I never put the time into that gift. Because, you know, there's a lot of people that are gifted, but if you never hone in on that gift, it's just going to stay that, and it's not going to be fantastic, you know what I'm saying? So once I got to that school, I took in everything. Like, I was a sponge there. I surrounded myself around like the best musicians, and was like, hey man, show me how to do that, you know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, it's like it wasn't necessarily the classes that I took there, it's the environment that I was there. Just so many amazing people and like-minded, and I was able to sharpen up on my guitar playing, my vocalism. Vocalism, is that even a freaking word? Vocalism.
If it isn't, he made it today.
Yeah. I was supposed to sharpen up my vocals, my songwriting. I started to really get into songwriting the last year there, and so yeah, it was the pinnacle of like where my music journey started. You know.
Baby, come through. You don't even have to take your clothes off, girl. I swear. Is it cool if we lay right here all night? Girl, we can just chill. You can call me whenever you want me, and we can just chill. However you need me, it can be easy. We can just chill. You ain't gotta go nowhere. You ain't gotta go nowhere. We can just chill. You ain't gotta go nowhere. Girl, we can just chill.
What made you pick up the guitar? What was intriguing with all the different instruments that you could have kind of embraced and started to learn? What made it be the guitar?
So it started back in Trinidad, actually, where I'm from, and I picked up the guitar when I was like 6 years old, and I just figured out how to play a song. And I remember my dad used to have these jam sessions, and like they went and got my dad and was like, yo, cause I'm a kid and I don't know what they was like. They was freaking out. They was like, do it again. And so I was just like playing. I figured out how to play a song, you know. And from then on, I just didn't really practice as much. Cause to be honest with you, my dad grew up very poor and had guitars. And every time I touched my dad's guitars, that was an ass whooping. Like I got my ass beat on some Jackson 5 stuff. That was it was.
Dad, he didn't mean that.
Shut up, Pops. No, he didn't mean it. But I just don't think that sometimes people could see that far ahead. He didn't think that his son will become a professional guitarist and tour for other artists and be able to, you know what I'm saying, have a lot of success.
The importance of embracing your child, kind of.
Yeah, but it's like I'm literally his seed. Everything that he's done and accomplished, I'm doing, and I'm gonna, like, it's my goal to surpass him and to pave a way for my future legacy and generations after me. And so yeah, for sure. So man, shout out to my dad, but I had to sneak to play guitar and stuff, so I didn't really spend as much time with it. And it wasn't until I got to Berkeley, like I said, there was some amazing guitarists that went there, and instead of me just being intimidated, I was like, yo, show me how to do that. Like, what is that you're playing? Or show me the chords. And I just got to a certain level where I was just like, I moved to Atlanta and I was one of the top guitarists there. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the work that I put in, and it's everything is hours. The hours you put into something. I put in some hours in guitar.
I would travel the world just to see you smile, girl. And I would swim across the ocean to feel one touch of your skin. You may call me a fool, but there's nothing I won't do. There's nothing I won't do. There's nothing I won't do. To spend a day with you. Oh, a day with you. A day with you. I miss you.
I'm glad you talked about Atlanta, because that's where we actually met, and we
I know,
actually,
right?
got up for the first time, and I got to know him on a personal level. The music. Let's get into songs, and Scene was one of my favorites. I was playing it as I was coming here. We was getting in the vibe before we came here. A woman that she's beautiful, everything else, but it's like she got all these guys on hold. Everybody wants her, but yet she's still alone.
Yeah.
And it kind of like resonates. It resonates for a lot of women nowadays. It's like you rather be alone than deal with just a bunch of stuff. So you just you get the compliments. Watched it. Next,
Yeah, I just said that because a lot of women take pride in just be like, yeah, my DM's smashed out right now. Like I got hella dudes in my DMs, and it's just like, I mean, you're having terrible luck with Tinder and Bumble and all those things. Maybe your husband is in your DMs. If you would just blow the dust off.
Check your DMs.
Check your DMs. You know what I'm saying?
I try to play cool, baby. Try to shoot my shot, but you left me on the scene. Send a couple messages you ain't never see. Ooh, damn little baby, so mean. Try to shoot my shot, but you left me on scene. Try to shoot my shot, but you left me on scene.
From iGasm Studios, downtown LA. Yes. But this won't be live. However,
from downtown LA, iGasm Studios.
Yes. Okay. And I would just like everybody to know that the studio is for rent. Check the website for pricing.
There you go.
Ding.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Talk about the song Toxic, because I know when I play that in my car and my friends, they're like, this is a song. Sophie's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Toxic
appreciate
is
that.
our song.
That's
What, because we know this is inspired by real life activity.
Yeah.
So, I want to know, give me some about Toxic.
Yo, Real Talk Toxic wasn't about a specific
Person?
lady. Yeah, it was literally, I wrote it with two friends of mine. Shout out to my friend Custom and AJ. We just was writing, and I think I came up, I was like, crazy, she crazy. And then they was just like, yo, that's hard. You know, I was like, what should we talk about? We were like, man, let's talk about how these chicks just be toxic these days, but it's just like, some of them toxic chicks be the finest ones, so it's just like, you can't leave them alone because they is fine, you know? And so just the lyrics is just like, she's so bad, but she's no good for me. All I do is gas and she don't run on me.
And
All
then
she
the
wants is
beat
Gucci
kinda
and double C's. It's like, she wants the women that, they want the materialistic things, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, not only with the whole women empowering movement that's happening, it's just like, it's just doing a song where it's just like, there's a lot of toxic women, but it's like, that doesn't mean that they're terrible. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I don't
It's
want
just,
them.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
toxic.
yeah. And so I just wanted to make a song that kind of shows that it's like, yeah, we see what y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? But in the end
love
of
you
it,
anyway.
exactly.
Body like a stripper, finessing all these niggas. Yeah, yeah. She live life through filters. She poppin', but she toxic. She crazy, she crazy. But I can't leave her alone now. Baby, she my baby. I'm addicted to the madness. She just want the status.
So let's go into Zodiac, because
Okay.
Zodiac is definitely a big song. And I want to go back to the conversation that we had in Atlanta when we were talking about TikTok, because this is when TikTok first came out and you were going viral, but you felt like you didn't get the recognition that you needed from those viral songs because you didn't, monetary wise, because it was the beginning of TikTok and they really didn't understand how big of a platform they were.
Yeah.
So I know Zodiac, you probably kind of like was like, this is for TikTok.
What's
this,
crazy?
I'm gonna show you guys.
The funny thing is when we met the last time, I kind of was I had just gotten back on TikTok because it used to be another app called Musical.ly.
Right.
And so Musical.ly reached out to me personally because at the time I was on Vine and all these other apps and I was going crazy. So they were like, yo, can you put the same videos you're putting on these apps on our app, and we'll verify you and we'll feature you, put you on the For You page. It was a featured page and stuff like that. So I did that, and it's just like boom, I had like probably a couple 100,000 followers because they prioritized me and made me like one of the you know what I'm saying? The top guys. And then they still sold the company, and then it became TikTok. And at that point, I was just like, it's little in 8 and 9 year olds. And I'm a 23, 24-year-old man. I'm like, I have no interest being on this application, being on here with some kids. You know what I'm saying? And I remember like when it started to evolve, and I started to see more of my friends and my peers being like, yo, you see this on TikTok and stuff like that. And then I saw a friend of mine that actually got a record deal from a song, his first song he ever dropped, and it blew up
I
on
remember
TikTok.
you told me that,
Yeah, and that happened.
He was like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I mean, I was super happy for him, but I was just like, you dropped one song and it blew up, and then that's it. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
You were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because I was neglecting TikTok. I was like, this ain't for me, man. I ain't trying to do this no more. Like this and that.
So
I
went on there. Zodiac now.
Yeah, I moved out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Then I went to Nashville for about 2 months in transition before I came out here. We was locking in on a place, and I was literally in the lobby of my the foyer of my mom and them's crib, and I had just did a cover of Halo by Beyonce, and I was sitting there. I think I still have it in my phone, and I just sat there, and I was just dead space, and I was like standing, and I was like, yo, why don't I just think of something that's like real catchy for TikTok? And then I was like, this is my age. This is my sign. And then I was like, what else can I say? I was like, this is where I live and this is what I like. And I remember I was like thinking, I'm from Trinidad, but I've been in all these different places. There's so many people that's from one place but they live in a different place. I was like, that's different. And then it's like, this is what I love, this is what I do. this one I'm from, this is what I do, this is what I love, and it's like, okay, I love
How
my
about
family,
you?
these things.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? And then I remember at the end, I was like, how about you? I was like, this is some real Disney, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, that's a little corny, but I was just like, man, maybe it would. Let me just see. So I literally came up with it in 5 minutes and I put it up. And a week later, it was like a couple thousand people made videos to it. I'm like,
This is my age, this is my sign. This is where I live, and what I like. This where I'm from, and what I do. This is what I love. How about you? This is my age, this is my sign. This is where I live, and what I like. This is where I'm from, and what I do. This is what I love. How about you?
well, after a month, it was like 20,000 videos made, and I just was like, whoa. And then like a week later, it's 30,000 videos made. And when it hit 30,000 videos, I looked at my brother like,
We
you know what
got
I'm saying?
something.
Not even that. I was just like, like, because real talk, to be honest with you, if he was here right here, we both thought it was so corny. Like, I thought that it was corny.
Really?
Like the little acoustic thing I came up with, I was like, it's corny. And really, at the 30,000 point, people were like, I can't find this song. Where's the song? And I'm like, scratching my head like, what y'all mean?
You never
This
put
is
it
a
out.
jingle.
It was just TikTok.
It was just a jingle. And so it got to 50,000 views, and then I'm just like, yeah, it's still too corny. I'm not gonna do it. And by the time it got to like 70,000 videos, that people made 70,000 videos to it, I was just like, I don't even care if
Amazing.
this is freaking Barney type corny, bro. Let's put this
It's
up, make
doing
some money
something.
on this, you know.
Mhm.
And so because and that's how life works, is like success is when opportunity meets preparation.
I'm
And
gonna
so-
do a Zodiac.
Yeah, you
video.
got to. And anybody
gonna
that
do it.
do it, it's gonna be the biggest video you have. It's gonna.
And my
be-
friend, I'm telling you, I was just sitting here with him, telling him that one of my friends was telling me to do this video, and she's like, do the Zodiac. She's like, you can get a dating site. They
Not
call
only-
you. They just.
Not only
She's
that-
like, you get directly what you want though, because
Yeah.
they know what you like, where you're from, your age.
There's a
like-
chance that it could go viral for you. Like I've seen there's one lady, she always be tapping in and thanking me. She was like, she's this Caucasian lady, and she did it, and she was 42, but she looks like she's in her 20s, and she did the videos real normal, and it has like close to 10 million views on the
Because nobody
videos.
believes
She
she's
had like
42.
1,000 followers, and she now has like a whole fan base, and she's just like, yo, your video got your this song and me doing a video, this got me lit. And there's a lot of
Wow.
people that like, because they were just showing people who they're from, and it's like, if you have something that's unique about you, which everyone does, do the challenge. It's like, it might just do just as well as your other stuff, but it might blow up and freaking be the biggest video you have.
Stay tuned for me, guys.
This is my age, this is my sign. This is where I live, and what I like. This is where I'm from, and what I do. This is what I love. How about you? I know you wanted me, feeling my energy. You wanna dose, you're getting close to me. Asking me all these questions, what you tryna know? You take all them crystals everywhere you go. I don't care about them signs. You know I got what you like. All I need between them thighs. If we ain't on the same page.
I want to know your top 5 artists that are alive.
Dead or alive? Dang. Top 5 artists. Gotta have Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, John Mayer. It's like Prince. I gotta say love to Prince. He's too much of an inspiration.
One more. You can't say.
Man. You know what? I Chris Brown.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got-
So we have Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, John Mayer, Chris Brown. One more. I said Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Prince, and then
Prince.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can imagine what Will Gittins is giving you guys in his music. If those are his inspirations, those are people he's inspired by. So what is it that you're doing now with writing? Because I know that's what really you're doing now. You know, that's a big part of your days and...
Yeah, so for me, writing wise, it's the last, like, since I saw you, it was like late 2019. I've had some success getting some songs on some other artists.
Placements.
Yeah, I
Share 'em.
got something on Trey Songz's last project.
Sugar Trey.
Yeah, and the song is called Hit Different. Shout out to my homies B Hess and Marquise and my friends Clint and everybody from UCMG. And I've gotten some stuff on some other independent artists that are like on the way up. Shout out Jarlene, Josh Levi. And the thing is like a lot of the most like the songs that I'm very excited about is stuff that isn't out yet. And so I have a lot of songs that.
So you just anticipate.
Yeah, and it's like for me, it's like I don't sit there and like ponder on it because it would like, you know what I'm saying, give me anxiety and stuff. But I have a lot of songs that that I have in the pipeline with Chris Brown right now, which is somebody that I look up to, and I'm sure that I'm gonna meet him and have a conversation soon, you know. But yeah, I have a couple in there, some stuff on John Legend. We're working with him a lot. My brother and I
That's
just
a whole lot. See, Cali been good to you.
Yo, Cali's been literally everything that we needed it to be.
I need to come out here and stay.
I'm telling you, yo. So my brother and I just tapped him with Hit Boy, and he's busy doing a lot of stuff right now. But once he gets freed up, he's excited to work with my brother and I, and that feeling's mutual.
I'm glad you're talking about your brother because we're gonna get into your family. I think y'all got some good blood.
We do.
Good blood. I want you to tell them, yeah, because I guess your following sees your sister and stuff when you put it online, but tell them like who your siblings. Start talking about your brother first, your partner and everything. We want to know a little bit more about him, and then get into it.
Right. Okay. Shout out JR, man. JR is my big brother, and he produces like 85% of my music. And my business partner, and it's my big bro, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the only people that I trust with my life, you know. And we've been doing this for a minute, and it's so good to struggle and go from the as they say, the mud with someone that's your family. We both like-minded when it comes to music. We both play multiple instruments.
You guys look a little alike too.
Yeah. Or he like 3 shades darker, and his beard is a little bit more voluptuous. You know what I'm saying? But I still got the sauce. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But
that sibling rivalry.
I know, right? Yeah. But man, my brother and I, we put in so much work, and I'm so excited to get to the Grammys and the awards and the plaques and the millions with my brother. You know what I'm saying? I have a little sister that actually I moved out to LA with my brother and my little sister who's 27, and she's a personal trainer. And so she's, played volleyball through college, an incredible athlete. Like all of us were elite athletes coming up in high school, like broke a lot of records in the schools, in the States actually. You know what I'm saying? And
because you play ball too, right?
Yeah, I played football, basketball, track. My high jump record is still holding in the school too. It's just like, so we're all phenomenal athletes, and it's like because I do music now, people don't think / know how athletic I really am. But I was a freaking beast, you know. But my little sister actually is gonna be representing Trinidad and Tobago in the Olympics.
I'm so excited about that. Yeah. After we met, I started following her. I was like, man, they bloodline's crazy right now.
Yeah,
like
she was only 2 years old when we moved to America, but we all knew it and saw it in her that she was born for greatness even at a young age, and it's just amazing to see like how all her hard work just being manifested now. And she's like, this is the first person in our whole lineage to do something so great, you know, and we're all super excited and proud of her, and we're all inspired by her, even though she's 23.
And she's a young one.
Yeah, there's one baby after her. Shout out to Nisi. She's playing volleyball at University of Southern Illinois. So it's like,
all amazing. Yeah,
and so we all, you know what I'm saying, have different, and all of us have musical abilities. Tyra, the track star, just her raw talent in music, it's phenomenal.
Wow.
It far exceeds mine. She's one of the most talented human beings I've ever met in my life.
So after the Olympics, she's gonna...
No, I think she's gonna at some point. I don't want her to get into music because you know how it is in this music industry.
Yeah.
But as long as she got her brothers, like that's helping out, and then we cool. But
you guys are already gonna be in a certain place where she's not really gonna need anyone else but you guys.
Right? Yeah.
So.
But I'm sure that's gonna be in the future where she does some music. But I have the best family in the world, and we're all about to do some amazing things, and I'm really excited about that.
I'm excited too. So before we wrap up, what do you look forward into doing like in the next year or two besides these records that are about to pop and get big? What else are you like? What goals do you have set for yourself within the next year now that you're in Cali?
Realistic goals that I set for myself is eliminating the debt that I and my family attain, whether it be like college loans and stuff like that. Just having like I was saying, we were talking earlier, that I'm very comfortable right now, you know what I'm saying, as far as like finances.
You want to supersede that?
Yeah, no, when I first met you, I was hurt, man. A nigga was broke, you know, and it's just like I want to be flourishing now, and I think I know based on the talent that we have and everything that we have going for us that we should be making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And so it's not to say that that's what we do it for, but it's just like,
no, but you need to get compensated for the work that you're putting in.
If a brain surgeon went through all those years of school and stuff like that, he's going to get paid a certain amount of money. And
not only that, to completely continue to do the things that you love, you can't work a 9 to 5 or what's gonna, keep you kind of afloat at the time. It's like you gotta put your all into something, and I understand that. And I'm thank you for your transparency on when we first met. You saying that you was hurting because people automatically think because you have a grand following that following is making you rich, or you have to tap into your professionalism and kind of turn it into a business. Because if you don't, and I'm thankful for that. You're telling a lot of people, what it really is and how hard you have to work in order to get things done.
The thing is, it's like, man, it's people. Sometimes people are like, oh, well, I was broke at this point, this and that. I'll tell people not to, yes, to be transparent, but to encourage people. Like, a lot of times, like you said, it's like they see the following and stuff and they think that that's the reality. But it's just like, just because I have 200,000 followers on Instagram at the time, and I didn't have a car, I didn't have freaking, like, I was trying to figure out where the next month rent was coming, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, there's nothing freaking cool about that, you know what I'm saying? They might be like, oh, you got followers, you lit, you know what I'm saying? You might be able to pull more girls, but like, so what? You're freaking broke, bro, you know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's all about, and to finish your question, is like, I want to, because I still have a lot of family in Trinidad that live in poverty. And it irks me every day if I'm in here just living comfortably and I have family that's still uncomfortably living. And so it's a goal for me to like make sure that everyone that has my blood, make sure that they straight.
We want to thank Melissa Ford. We're at iGasm Studio, downtown LA. And we have Daisy here. Say hi to Daisy, guys.
She's like, what is paparazzi?
This is Melissa's baby. So we're out. LA, it's been good. Will.
Thank you for having me again.
It was my pleasure, Will. We had to do this. We had to get this in. I told you we was going to do it, right?
Okay. What's good, y'all? It's Will Gittins here. I'm here on the Come Up shows with my girl Casey. If you want to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everything, it's at Will Gittins.
Baby, come through. You don't even have to take your clothes off, girl, I swear. Is it cool if we lay right here all night? Girl, we can just chill. You can call me whenever you want me, and we can just chill. However you need me, it can be easy. We can just, you ain't gotta go nowhere. You ain't gotta go nowhere. We can just chill. You ain't gotta go nowhere. Girl, you can just, we can be best friends. Just like the day that I met you, the day I thought forever. Say that you love me, but that'll last forever. It's cold outside, like when you walked on my life. Why you walked on my life? I get like this every time. On these days I feel like you and me. Somewhere you ain't never been before, I can show you, baby girl. Take you anywhere you wanna go, baby, let me know. Just hop in my G-Wagon. Hop in my G-Wagon. Hop in my G-Wagon.
minute. Woo. Shut up when I'm sipping. Woo. Look at how I'm living. Woo. Everything different.